I made a mission to plant 1 lakh trees by 2022. Until now, I've planted 14,000 plus. The sun that it rises on time and it has its uh, dawn on time. So I learned that discipline is also very important, because if we'll be disciplined, we can do everything just in a day. I am now the brand ambassador of Beti Bachao Beti Padhao for Tamil Nadu.
Let's all welcome Prasiddhi Singh to the first step. Hi, Prasiddhi, and first of all, welcome to the channel and thank you for coming. So, first, I would request you to brief about your mission of the Prasiddhi Forest Foundation.
Thank you so much, first of all, for inviting me on this platform. So, actually, I have established Prasiddhi Forest Foundation on 2018, and I made a mission to plant 1 lakh trees by 2022. Until now, I've planted 14,000 plus.
That's great.
Thank you. So I spread awareness. I raise funds so that I can use them, and then after that, I have also created my own community nursery where I go door to door to collect seeds, and then with my eco army, I make all the saplings and then I plant them in the forest. So that's how it goes. And I would like to clarify that on my own, I've already planted more than 1 lakh, but under Prasiddhi Forest Foundation, it's 14,000 plus.
That's great because being an 8-year-old, you having a mindset to help the ecosystem and stuff, doing this stuff, which is really great. And how did you get the idea of helping? And is there'll be a story behind it, right?
Yeah.
So I want you to share that right now.
Um, so actually, from a very small age, I was very close to nature. As where I live, Mahindra World City is a very green area, and I was always inspired from nature. I learned from trees that when we cut them down, they try to grow again. They are like, I have to give oxygen, or if their friend dies, they are not like, I can't stop, because they know what vital role they have to play in the ecosystem. I learned from bees that the bee pollinates the flower and the flower gives nectar to the bee, and they collaborate, and there's a balance in the whole ecosystem. Then I learned from the sun that it rises on time and it has its dawn on time. So I learned that discipline is also very important, because if we'll be disciplined, we can do everything just in a day. In 2016, when Varda cyclone hit the shore of Tamil Nadu, I saw trees falling down. I felt like they are crying. They are asking for help. So I asked my parents, can I also do something? They told me, why not? And I started participating in several plantation drives. In few were even 60 or 80 kilometers far. Then once there was a big plantation drive of 1 lakh trees, where I ensured I participate every day, as it was close to my house and I loved planting trees. It was a 1 month program, and at the last day, I was like, why is this ending? I want to plant more trees. I want to make Mother Earth more green. And so I said that I will also plant 1 lakh trees. That's when in 2018 I launched Prasiddhi Forest Foundation.
Do the best you could to help
Yeah.
the nature, and you've grown a lot from where you were, and I really appreciate you. And one more thing, when I saw and read about you, was that you grow your own fruits and vegetables. Now my question is that we buy vegetables from outside, and people nearby towns, they also grow their own fruits and vegetables. They produce their own fruits and vegetables. But most of the rural people now are not knowing that. So my question is that, can we grow our own fruits and vegetables? Can we produce our own fruits and vegetables?
Definitely, and we should. Because my father was also one day telling me that when he was small, he used to climb up the tree, he used to take the fruits, he used to eat them. And then I felt that what has happened now? They put wax on the fruits, vegetables, everything we eat has to get something. They are always injected. And I was like, why is this? What is the problem they find in nature? They are already having every mineral required. And then I said that I'll start creating my own kitchen garden. So first I was in a building actually. So over there, if we have a veranda, we can plant in pots. Then if we have a balcony,
Do
then
terrace gardening, maybe.
yeah, that's also possible, definitely. And
Right,
then
and I too think that if this society is going to follow and going to take an initiative to produce their own fruits and vegetables and do not add additives to preserve that food, it's going to help the nature as well. So I do hope that this happens one day. I also understand this goes well with our sustainable goals defined by our government, but brief is about the same.
actually, there are 17 goals which are interlinked together. And so, actually, UN launched it in 2015 and they have a mission to achieve them by 2030. And so, right now, I'm working with almost all the SDG goals, but mainly I'm working with seven of them, which are the third one, which is good health and well-being, where I take yoga sessions. The second one is the second one is gender equality. Sorry, the fifth one is gender equality. I am now the brand ambassador of Beti Bachao Beti Padhao for Tamil Nadu. Yeah, the fourth one, which is for education. Over there, I take sessions for child homes and I take workshops. Then after that, I'm working with the 12th goal, which is responsible consumption and production, where I take sessions for plastic, the 3 R's, waste segregation and biodiversity. Then after that, the 13th one, which is climate action, where I take awareness about it. The 14th one, which is life below water, where I participate in several beach cleaning activities and also spread awareness. Then life on land, where I do plantation. And then these are the seven goals I'm mainly working with, or else all these goals are overlapping with several of them. So like I'm working with all almost.
That's great, and because any step which you're doing right now, any even a single initiative which you're going to take is going to help the nature right now, right? So if you even want to plant one single tree, one day it's going to help you by providing yourself oxygen, rain, which is essential for everybody right now, and which is one thing which you're lacking today. You at least were able to take a little awareness among people through online platform. So appreciate you for that from our side.
So in COVID, I planted over 5,550 trees, and under the guidance of former Lieutenant Governor Miss Kiran Bedi ma'am, in Pondicherry also I created several forests.
That's great, and
microphones.
all the best for you to do more. So, what are your future plans? Do you have any dream which you currently working on?
So actually, for me, for Prasiddhi, uh, I am like I'm having several things in mind, and I'm still working. But I feel that to live in the moment is what is important for me right now. But for Prasiddhi Forest Foundation, I do have a vision, and that is that by 2022, I want to plant 1 lakh trees. And then it's not like I want to stop after that. I still want to keep planting. And then by 2025, I have an environmental related curriculum which I want to spread to at least every child in India. And then after that, by 2030, I want to go in space, soil, and spirituality. And right now, I'm also working in it to do something.
All the best, because you've already done something, a very big achievement according to me at least, because it's not very easy for a child to raise funds and use that money to help the nature and plant this huge number of trees. Why do we have such less trees from where it was in the past? Why is it so hot and humid in here? And why does rain go away so fast? So, what kind of reply would you like to give them? A message would you like to convey to the people watching?
Trees are the most ancient organisms on this planet. They existed from about 370 million years. Wow! Trees are the most powerful climate combat. And as per the Paris Agreement in COP21, all countries agreed to limit their global temperature below 2 degrees Celsius. And if we place trees strategically, they have the power to cool it between 2 degrees Celsius to 8 degrees Celsius. But still, on the name of climate emergency, people are spending tons of money to create new inventions to curb carbon dioxide. And I've forgotten the God made gift, trees. And most importantly, trees are the habitat of so many species. They are the backbone of biodiversity. But did you also know from the last 50 years, their activities have dramatically reduced biodiversity across the globe? The number of bluefin tuna in the Pacific has dropped by 95%. Biodiversity is dropping everywhere and fast. This is catastrophic for nature and therefore ourselves. In fact, we already know what to do is to plant trees and conserve forests. But do you know that every second one football field of forest is getting cut? Every single second around the clock.
Most of us watching, and even myself, I did not know about this, but after hearing you saying all of these, I would also try to take an initiative to join and do something really big to help the society and the ecosystem. So, if people watching and wants to join your mission, what do you think that they should do?
Donate saplings to They can donate saplings to me, or else they can call me to several different platforms, or else they can join me in plantations and they can send me seeds. They can create their own community nursery to plant. If they have land, then I can plant a forest and make a more oxygenated zone and a happy zone. And then if we have a talent, then we should discover it and we should get what we want.
I would also like to, do some terrace gardening after this, and probably would try to produce my own fruits and vegetables. And people watching, if you like this video, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications, because you don't have to miss me interviewing another child. Until then, this is Prasiddhi here and Hasini signing off. I'll see you next week.
And you can also visit my website www.prasiddhiforestfoundation.org. My social media is also Prasiddhi Forest, so don't forget to follow.